All right, today is Thursday, December 17th in the market. And today was one of the craziest days you'll see in a long time for stocks. Higher price moving, absolutely crazy. Let me change my screen here. See the gainers. All right, let's start with the gainers. Right now it's 3:35. The market will be closed in about, 25 minutes. And today was just an incredible day. You have runners, over 400%, big movers, a lot of different type of moves. And this stock, SCPS, it's not even, I can't even find it on FinViz. It doesn't even show yet. Let me look on Trade Ideas. Right now it looks like it's halted. Newly listed, Scopus Biopharma soars over 500%. This is this on Trade Ideas News. Announces public offering. That's the other day. Anyway, so this is a mover. There's very limited information on this. This has 2 candles. So there's nothing really to go on. They're going to push it. We're near end, year end stock traders. Everyone wants to make money. The main thing too is people are going to push these stocks. Any top gainer in the top gainer list, a lot of times they're going to push this. So when you see that, you're going to get big runs, and everyone's looking at the same type of stocks. So, this is incredible right now. So what you see here, yesterday made a little move here, 7 all the way to 12. That's a $5+ gain. And then, today it moved in between today's green line, today's open, yesterday's close. And look at this. I'm making a 5 line because you make this tighter. You can make it like a $2 line, but one of these candles will rip right through that. They'll rip you, and you'll be down big time. Got to make it a wide line, unless you want to do it the other way. You could. So, this started to move right here at 7:45 a.m., and that's the first time. Remember, when you see a big candle move early, low to high, first candle, and then this is the first move, and this moves to 15 plus 1754, then comes back to the 15 line. These are misprints. I just asked someone. TC2000, there's a lot of misprints on these, like especially pre-market. They'll put in like weird tails. So evidently this came to, I'm not sure how far, but around that 15 level, maybe a little below. So when you see the 13 EMA to 20 EMA come up right here, and then you come by that 15 line because you have this come up right here to 1320. These moving averages have been key. I back tested it. I love playing this. When you see this come from low to high, and it's down here low, and it's starting to move right here, and then this tail might have been here. I'm not sure exactly where, and then it comes to here, and they bounce up. That is a great sign for longs. So 15, and then this moves up to the 20 line, and look at this hammer candle right there. When you see this hammer down, another little hammer down, it's touching the 13. Could even touch the 20 if it did. It's not a big deal. And then it moves again. Then we get a halt. This is on the 5. And then we're like halting. Look at this. Up, halt, stair step. Stair step halts. I mean, if you're in low, it's great. Eventually they're going to crash like this. And that was the first move in the 5 minute. See that? And then came down, then started to bounce. After the initial move, you're going to get all kinds of weird bounces. So this was an incredible long. Could have got in anywhere here. 15, break at 17, 20, break at 1765. They get it a 3 minute. 3 minute, it's going to throw in a little more candles. You have here, move here, you get it a 10 minute. See this cross here. Not sure where this went. But it came down to here, but it doesn't matter. It came to here. But look at your 13 over your 20. That is the guide. When you see that so smoothly, this is doing this. There's no threat here until you make the move. And see, the move is because it's especially good on low to high. If it starts up here, it's going to be a little tougher because the move might be extremely fast. And then from here, you're starting low, and then you're going to look up for the moves. That's the 10-minute. Look at that clean 10-minute. 13 over 20 is my bread and butter until you see, high wick or something, a sell candle. And it's great low to high. So, this moved all the way to 10 to 45 plus. And trading pre-market, again, it's very specific type of moves. It depends on the move. Now, this had good enough volume. 32,000. Great, 122. But when you're here, and then you start to see the move up, that's the first time. And when you're low to high. So that was the move. It was the other day. There was a move here. See, it came up and then crashed down. So just incredible. Now, you don't know what anything is going to do, especially this is a recent IPO. There's no news on this. So this moved to 10, 15 plus. Came back, came up, came back. Let's see the 1320 right there. Look how they touch it. Let's get to the 3-minute. And 3 minutes going to be a little more in and out right there. There's the 10-minute. There's the 5-minute. Ugh. So just looking back too, you don't know what anything's going to do exactly. Once this is out though, and then this is on the top gainers list, everyone's jumping in, and then here, and then you're like, well, why should I jump in here? Pre-market, wait till the open. You can wait till the open, but the pre-market's just a guide. Once you see this up, it depends on every type of move. It could have went straight up. It could have went, just like this, or it could have went, bigger move up here, then near the open, or just say near the open and crash down. So this move to 15. It's just the pattern. When you see that pattern, because it's breaking high a day right here and then breaking here, or you can go right here or right here. See this? And you're playing it's a triangle here. You're breaking the, I guess it's more of a descending triangle. The high is getting lower, but it's holding and it explodes up. So this is the big move. I don't know if there's news. I'm not really looking into it deeply. It's so recent. There's no real information on it. So, but playing the chart is huge. If there's news, of course, that's better. But it's just the patterns. When you see these patterns, you'll light up. Remember, low to high. Remember, I said middle, down, middle, up, or high. Drop all the way down or bounce then up. So this is incredible. And the recent moves, it all started with WNW the other day. That was incredible. And look at this. This is another type of move. YGMZ. I think this is China. Mingzhu. This is total fraud stock. Probably. So once this is out, this is a little more sketchy too, even on the 5-minute. Look at this. Up, no volume. Up, there's a hammer. See this? When you see this go right here, Matt's up off the 1320 EMA, that is extremely bullish because you're riding these moves back and forth until it finally caved right here, 13 plus. On the 10-minute, over 7 to 15. This is a more dangerous long though. This is a recent IPO too. See this? And then this one big move. Yeah, the traders, whoever, everyone's pushing these stocks, man. There's a lot of crazy moves right now. You got to be extremely careful if you're new to this. So, that's the move. And there it is again, low to high move. This is from yesterday, another move, WNW. Wunong Technology, it might be China as well. This one again, see, this started pretty much middle, you could say, then dove down and then bounced. And it's too tight. You can't use a 5-hour line on this. This is making massive chunks. This is 75. This is a $15 line. So right here is a $10 line. Moved here. Your next move up, you can do, you can have it 65 about, then you have 70. And then it's moved all the way to 160 plus. So this is $100 move. Now, if you do, for me, if I did like 60 shares, stop loss about 300. 60, if I get at the top, just say 100. Wait, is this 36 grand? Let me see some. Let's say 90, because that 150, it's 5,400 on 60 shares. This is the stock market. You could even do less if you want, if you weren't sure about this. 40 times 10 line. Oh, wait, I'm using a 10 line. That's wrong. 30 times, let's say 70. 2,400. You did 200. 70. 200 times 80. Or excuse me, 200. 20 times 80. 1,600. So if you want, extremely careful, 16 to 2,400 in this move. You got to be careful too. There's this possibility of a T12 halt. These stocks are running really crazy. When you have moves like 10 to 160, yeah, these are dangerous moves. Elfin did that when blockchain was hot, 2018. They could T12, but a T12 halt is like this. They want more information. They could hold it for months. Could be a month, could be 3 months, could be a year. Who knows? And then your money's stuck in there. So you got to be careful of that. I wouldn't be one of these like, oh, drop this. I'm going to keep holding it for days and days. No way. You get out on this. Well, this is the 5-minute first red candle or 3 minutes. See, you get out. You immediately get out. It's very easy to see too. There's no sell until you see a red candle on these. On these moves that have halts or moving like that, there's no sell until you see that candle. And then the 10-minute, 70 to 160. See that? So, and then after that, just I would avoid most of the time. It's all chop. You need the initial move on these. So another crazy stock. Putting in $100 plus gain. Incredible. All right, here's NXTD. Move here, 120. $2 plus to 210. And see the wrap here? There's a nice little wrap here, and then it starts to ride up. That's a really good long. This started on the screen, probably low. I would say low side. ATXI. Here's another one too. And a lot of these are self-explanatory. When you see this move here, this line, see this line right here at 4? That's the 4 line. There's not really to go here. There's volume, $50. There's pretty much no volume. But that's the line you're going by because it's the only thing there, pre-market 4. Once you see this candle, it's 58,000. It's not terribly a lot of volume, but and then what do you have next? A little inside cross. And look at this, the 1320 is coming up. That's where it found support. It didn't go through. Even if it did and bounce back, that's even better sign. So you have the 4 line coming up. Coming up. Look at this. And then, yeah, reach your peak at 6. And the sell thing is, too, the better you see these, like When you see a move here, like I'm going to get out, it's so tough because we all want to take profits. You know, that's the name of the game. The longer you hold, the better. See, if you let these moves, let them prove they're going to go through. Let it prove it because it's coming up. Moving averages are moving as the price moves. So, you know, this is a great long too. So those are 5 minute, 10 minutes even wider. See this? It's even better. All right, here's a T-cat. See, this is the move. Look at it, straight up, and there's your move. See, the move happens so fast. Then it comes down. When it comes down hard like this, see this? Now, most of the time it will be bounces. A lot of times it could, though, go sideways and just fade sideways, but you've seen that. But once you see this in this candle, it's a very sharp move. So on these, you're going to get a very sharp move, and that's it, and then sideways. They're tougher plays. You want to stay away from them most of the time. Just going to be very quick moves. Now here's BQ. $5, $5.75, $5.50, and just rode up. Number 10 minute. See this holding? That's yesterday's close. So all kinds of lines are in there, mean stuff. Found that and then took off. See this chart? Too sloppy, too just big candles, nothing there. MVIS, pretty much over 410, 520. That's too much chop, VVOS. Once you see these charts over and over, man, you're going to notice these moves. Like that's a straight up, too fast to move, nothing there. There's ELOX. Look at this. Right up, right back down. Very fast move. Here's another one. OCG. Oriental culture. It looks like a lot of these stocks are China plays getting pumped. Move up. Here's a move up. Look at that shooting star. That fade, a strong fade here. See, when you see this pre-market, well, that's yesterday, but I say this is middle screen. It's not low, middle. It starts to move up. Now, you could have got in here at 14. But you see this start to wrap. The low's getting higher, higher. And then we get a 24 plus. And then you see this bounce. So you see this, well, it's one huge candle. I mean, on this stock, it's an $8 move. You want to get out immediately. A very tough move, a very fast move. HGen. Here's SLDB again. It's another over dollar move. Yeah, the goal is to, depending on your account, 500 to 2,000 plus, you should easily be able to do in a day. On these moves, everything's ripping so much. 500 is no problem now on these moves. If you make 500 twice a week, that's $4,000. That's 50 grand a year. 500 3 times a week is 60. It's what's 15, 30, 72 grand on 9 trades. Here's ONCS. Now look at this too. Yesterday's close. Look at this. That is a classic ascending triangle. Touched, bouncing, then explodes. ULS. Here's MGTX. 14 all the way to 17, straight up. And see, there's your first move, your first stop. What's it going to do? Big red candle. You see this on the 10 minute. We get it a 5 minute. Or we get it a 10 minute. And then this comes down. And see how it touches? Let it even touch this. See what it does. Because remember, we want the curve. You want the bend down on that. And this keeps going straight long. Here's a PHUN. Fun, 90 cents. The 130, not a bad move. A lot of these moves today were quick rippers long for some bounces. A lot of them, the same patterns you'll see. They're like sympathy plays, the same type patterns. There's MWK Mohawk. Move up to 11. Look at this. Back and forth. And then takes off to 1250 plus. Quick moves, and I say two. Well, it's not that quick. I'm not talking 5 minutes. Some of these are like an hour, 2 hours, but they're not the whole day. I mean, here's FEAC, 1750 plus. MDXG, over 8 to 925. Mara did like a little V shape, quick move. So you don't never know what the move's going to be. So you can tell by the chart though. This moved up yesterday. What was this move? Well, now it's 4:10 a.m. That was today. Moved up, and then bounced down, and then made a bounce. But this didn't start low like SCPS. It didn't start low and then keep moving. This was more of a high move. See the high move? Then eventually it'll bounce, and then it's just a fade again. There's Prague. Here's RAD. Not much volume on this pre-market. Made a move. COGT. Another one. Draw your line right here. Look at this. One big candle, second big candle. Okay, see what it does. Then you have 1175 line. Hammer. 13 EMAs riding up. As the price moves up, your 13 EMA will be your guide in 20. See this? If it's going to fade, then it's going to just go through here, the move, and then this will curve down. But that's the point. On the moves like this early in the day, like the most explosive moves, 8 a.m., 11 a.m., that's the move. They're going to move up. Unless they're here, then they'll move down. So this moves, and it takes out 1350 plus, another $2 gainer. Incredible. So as the market nears the close today, Dow plus 125, S&P plus 19, NASDAQ plus 79, small caps plus 22, VIX minus 23 to 2377. Gold's 1889, really moving. Silver 2614, crude 4843 has really been moving. All right, so that's why we're focused on penny stocks. There's other swings, but these moves have been incredible. You're getting great range. You can always trade other things too, like the ETFs, because the market's so strong, you're not getting much range. Even like the bearish ETFs, when the market's down, you can play them pretty good for good bounces, but it's straight long right now in the market. Until we get a real pullback, you're going to get a crushing pullback eventually. Nothing just goes straight up. And then, we'll see on that. So let's get back to the 5 minute. So again, moves out. Look how it started. It started so low. That's why I'm like, what are you talking about on your screen? Well, you have your screen set up. I have stochastics volume, and right here is, the low part of my screen for the chart. So look how low it is. And then it just starts moving up, and there it is. If it's going to start middle, it'll go down or up. Or if it's up, it'll do like them other stocks. Remember, it came down, and then it'll bounce, and then it'll fade and bounce. Or it could start high, move down, and then bounce a little bit, then it's fade sideways. So your best chance for a move is low to high. When you start at the bottom here, and it's moving, and where are they going to take it out? It's going to be a range. Now, this one was like $35. That's not normal. You could get at $1 range, 2, 3. Yeah, that's how penny stocks play. So, that's the move right there. It's an incredible move. And it's just about, like I said, on this, I didn't really dive in too much on the news. So this is 10. When you see this, okay, another candle, then it comes back to the 15 line. I wish these candles were right on TC2000s. I don't know exactly where they are. They might have came to here. Well, let's say they came to like 1386. Now you got to play a wide line on this though. Unless you have a super big account. $5, this thing can move in a $5 line. So what did I say? 40, 60 shares, 60 times 5 is 3. That's 1,800, or 60 times 5 is 300. So my stop on this has been 300. I play risk per trade anywhere from 2 to 300. Super max is 500 if I'm really feel strong. And then this goes 15 low this. And see, that's the reason, like, why are you playing it here? That's why everyone's like, well, why do you get in? Where do you get in? When this moves up and these stocks are moving in the morning, these small caps, yeah, especially if news or something, when this moves and this comes down, and then your 13 EMA is coming up, and 13 EMA is a guide, and 20, as this price moves up, this is going to start moving. And see on a move down here, when this moved all the way from bottom to top, and look at this, and then this, see, look at the 13 EMA. It's so far away from this too. When you get 35, this is a $10 move away from the 13 EMA. Then this comes down, and look at bends right here. Now you don't want to hold here. You're not going to, let me see, is it eventually going to go down? Well, because it moved from here to here. That's a long ways to go there. So you can just see that. You'll feel these moves. You're not going to wait for the bend when I say that. You're not going to wait for the curve down because it's here to here. Now, to say it was here and it starts to move down, well, that's the move. Wherever it shows on the chart, and on this, that was the top, because there's no red candle here. That's on these halt charts. When you see these halt charts, you'll see them. Yeah, that's how they go. So and it's just a beautiful guide. Unless, see, you want a crossover like that. That's how you know it's a pure sell, and you can see it beforehand. We're just starting to move here. That's what we're starting to move. Now, is anything a given in the stock market? Could it just like curve here? Yes. But on moves that when these move up like this, they're going to make a pretty good move. They're not going to stop here most of the time. I back tested this so many times, I don't see it. So, move up. And that's the move. So study these moves, and you don't need a lot of size with this. If I even played, so 60 times 15, it's $900. This is only $900. That's 1,800 on 30. $300. So 60 times 5. $1,800. I would have made $1,800 one day. Yeah, so that's the move right here. Just looking back here. Let it come in. See, when you're buying here on this little pullback, because that's why you have 1320 come up, and that is support. Look at this right here, support. Everyone's like, why is that support? Because everyone's using that. Everyone's using the 1329 EMA. You got to go by something. There's got to be some sort of guide. See that hammer? When this hammer's down, it touched it and bounced off. And it touched again, bounced off. And then it did a little fade here again, and then broke up. Incredible long, incredible. And on these, because the move is so big, like I said, the $5 line, now you can play whatever you want, but it's incredible right there. Move up. Move up. Look at that takeoff. And look at today. That's today's open, that line right there, the $10 line. Look at that. Everything when everything works together, that's why I have it here. Today's open. This is yesterday's close. Look at this. It rode it the whole way, 4, 5, 7 a.m. today. And there's the move out. We're out. Now we're up. And like your line too, if you're using this line, you're playing 50 shares, 60, whatever you're playing. Yeah, you're risking this line. So don't even worry if this comes down a little bit. Play, you know the risks. So that's what you're doing. That's all you're doing. Simplify, simplify. Incredible. All right, the market's closed, plus 148, Dow Jones, S&P 19, NASDAQ plus 106, small caps plus 22, VIX 2176 minus 3.29%. Take your shot with these moves. Oh, yeah, and like pre-market, like I said, I really like 90-10%. I'd rather trade at the open. But as this, again, look how this went low to high. That's the chart. And it was pretty good volume. And we broke up. Then we're up. Then we took off. See, it's a total stair step. This is a clean stair step all the way up. All right, so that's it for today. Small caps are on fire. Yeah, a lot of mixed stocks between 6. I see 28, 18, 9, 5, 6, 16. So a lot of higher price stocks, but these stocks are moving like 10, 50, $100. Absolutely incredible. And it all started with this yesterday. WNW, look at this move. YGMZ. These moves are just crazy right now. Here's BQ. This is a nice play. See, once it starts riding over 5, look at this. There's your support. Yeah, on this one, see this come up, and you're like, okay, but it's fading, fading. You got to go to a higher time frame too. The 10-minute. The 15. The 15 is going to be real good too. See, anything for a shorter term though, I don't want to go 30 or an hour on some of these trades. There's the 15. Probably get a 15 at most. 15 is a good 15, 30, 45, 60. It's a quarter. So this move, then you see these two red candles, like, damn, it's going to go down. We're going down, and then let it see what it does. You have to give it to that certain line there. So in a 10-minute, you going through slightly. It's really patience. It's so much patience in stock trading too, and it's like no panic. It's the ultimate like sniper. And don't get stopped out on a lot of these moves. That's all it is. All right, that's it. Please subscribe and like the channel. We will be back for more. Peace.